Good morning, everyone. It's July 18th of 2025, and I'm gonna try this a third time. Gonna keep it real. I feel like Porky Pig this morning because I cannot get the words out, so I must need more coffee. But let's review yesterday's daily setups. These are the 5 time frames that we have. We keep it nice and simple here: the year, the quarter, the month, the week, and the day. And overall, in order to find these stocks going into the day, we run this full time frame continuity scan within my basket. These scripts are available on the Discord server, and right away you can see everything that they're buying. Well, let's take a look at everything that was set up from yesterday. Now, going into this, realize everything doesn't always work. Let me say that again. No matter what you have for a process, you are not guaranteed to be a winner. And I think as a trader, a lot of us are searching for that holy grail. We're looking for that edge that will guarantee that we will never take a loss. And I'm telling you right here, right now, I've been doing this for a very long time. It doesn't exist. The only thing that you can control is where you get in and where you get out. So the trade either works or it doesn't. And that is one of the reasons why the people that I follow and have a deep respect for understand that more than ever. They're more than willing to be honest with you, and they also know how to admit when they're wrong. And if you find that you're arguing with the market, that's an ego thing, and you need to tweak how you trade. Because if used properly, or when used properly, I should say, the strat is a very, very defensive strategy as well. So let's take a look at the daily watch list from yesterday, and you can see AMD went 3-2 and it broadened. Now, with that said, did it do what we wanted to do? Well, you can see over here to the left, we filled this gap, and then we're still trying to get back up to here on the month. On the week, we're already past it right there. We hit that target. On the quarter, we still can get back up into here. So the real issue is the majority of the traders that I know who take this 3-2 breakout on the day, the moment they take this trade, and I mean the moment they take it, they want this thing to run up to target the 174 because they took the trade. It doesn't work that way. The only thing you can do is get into the trade and then manage where your target is and where your stop is. So AMD, nothing wrong with it. Let's look at Carnival Cruise Line here. Same thing. This one right here, we were possibly looking for the 222 rev to the downside. We did not get that. However, we do now. Now we have a 2-1 setup going into the day. So this can go up or it can go down. So keep an open mind. CN triggered 3-2, and look, after it filled the gap here, this is your next target right up in here. This candle right there, we're still not there yet. But if we keep going, we could trigger the quarter here, this 3222 rev. But look, did we hit a target here on the week? We did, and it was the day before. Next target is right here, right at the high. CPNG, same thing, 212 broke out yesterday, and then it gave it all back. CX. CX was a beautiful 3-1, and it took everybody out. And it went to a new high on the week, and it's still moving on the month. The month target is right up here to this 815. DraftKings, we went 3-1. We did nothing. We didn't trigger. Look, this is that OCO conditional alert that we have in place. It did nothing. No trigger, no trade. IONQ, 3-2 up, still good, above the 10 now, and possibly setting up next week for a 2-2-2 rev to the upside. Look at the month, in force, 2-1-2 up. JCI, 3-2 up, And look, running into earnings, very, very common theme. Everything's running into earnings. On the week, we're getting a little stretched here, 222, month 222. So this would have been a quick day trade. If I see a trade like this where I feel like we're at all-time highs, which we are, you can take this trade. But I'm telling you, by the end of the day, if I get my dollar, dollar and a half move, I'm doing one of two things. I'm either scaling out of it and managing it, or I'm just taking my money and saying thank you. Because in my opinion, when you get a move like that into earnings, you just got to learn how to take the money. OTIS, beautiful 222 rev strat right here to target. Done with it. QBTS, 2 up, and we killed everybody. Oh, almost everybody. We almost got up here, but for the most part, we hit the first target right there. And you can see what's in force here in the month, 212. Beautiful breakout, beautiful breakout. Here's the run, here's the rest, and here's the run, right to target, right there. Congratulations to those people who traded the strat and that benefited from it. Rocket. Rocket isn't doing so hot, but it did do a 322 and it almost got the target here. So we'll see if this thing can set up again and possibly go. This right here, this is a great question because a lot of people ask me, hey Phil, do you trade to the top of the wick or do you trade to the body of the candle? And my answer will always be it's whatever you want because it's your market. So for instance here, this is what I normally do. The target on this was 14.12. I am a 10-cent rule guy. So if you tell me that the target is 14.12, I'm looking to get out around 14.02. And look, we went as high as 14.04. So I would have been out of this trade at 14.02. That's just how I do things. It doesn't mean that's how you need to do things. You have to define that. Shop, beautiful, beautiful 3-2. Andy in the group told me he took this trade and he has runners going. Look at this thing on the week, 3-2, and we're going right. Hopefully they're there today. We'll see. No guarantees though. But look at what's in force here for the quarter, 222 rev, and we might get there. We might get there, and then for the year, we might still get up to this 139.25. Shop is a beautiful example of what I preach in the Discord, and that is all winning trades, all big winners. They correct on every time frame and set up. And you can see where Shop took an all-time high here in 2021 and then it corrected, it paused, and now we're reversing to go back up here. And you can see that action here in the quarter. Some people call that a cup. I call it a smile because I just like to call things by a different name here. You can see this smile or the cup right here. Some people call it a U, but price action moves that way when it's ready. When it builds the right side of the cup here or the smile, you want to see it run to target. Beautiful, beautiful move. Congratulations to those who took that. TQQQ, another beautiful 222 rev. Right off the hammer, right to target. Done with it. Take the money, get out. Build that confidence up. VALE went 212, and look, it went right to target, and then sellers stepped right in. Another good example of why you need to be you need to define your target and take your money, otherwise you can possibly lose it. And then Wells Fargo here, we went 212 and we tried to get up here and then just wasn't strong enough. Going into the day, we now have a 122 rev back down, and if you look at this, we are 212 down on the week. So I will be hopefully in a position to trade this back down. That's it. I hope you guys are following the daily setups here and that you enjoyed these videos. And hopefully you are taking every trade. If it triggers, you got to take the trade. As Mark Douglas would say, you don't know which one's going to win or lose. And neither do I. If I'm being honest with you, I don't know which one's going to win or lose. Now, we may say that we do, but you really don't. And with that, I thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. click the like button. Share this out to the world if you're getting anything out of the way that we trade here. And if you're alone and you're trying to learn how to do this, come and join us in the Discord server. It's free. It's free, and I post a lot of setups there as well. All right, until then, take care and God bless.